Hello everyone, welcome back to Anmol Astrology channel. Now today's video is about Venus and Ketu conjunction. Okay, so just like Venus and Rahu conjunction, Venus and Ketu conjunction is actually most feared one, right? So let's talk about it. Okay, and this is going to be interesting. Okay, so what happens? First and foremost thing that I've heard with Venus Ketu conjunction is that these people have a broken marriage. It's not necessary. Venus conjoined with Ketu actually has different results. Different results as in, let's talk about it. Okay, so what happens is Ketu is a planet of detachment. It is the planet, it is a destructive energy. It's more like Mars, but it's not violent, it's a bit destructive. With Ketu people, you'll always observe these people are always talking about what is right and what is wrong. So these are very righteous people, although Ketu is just the body, it's not the head. They don't have that brain, they don't think with brain. Okay, they have that. So there, the results with Ketu and Venus conjunction are quite opposite to Venus and Rahu conjunction, because here it is not about illusions, it's not about imaginations. But this actually creates fear around relationships. Why? Because Ketu is the black hole. It doesn't know where to go. It doesn't know whom to go with. It's like a blind man standing right in the front and he doesn't know which way to go. So first of all, Rahu and Ketu naturally brings in confusions. And wherever Rahu Ketu are connected, and in whichever planet Rahu and Ketu are associated with, they'll always bound you with that certain planet, the karma around that planet and the karma around those houses. So you'll always be going back and forth here and there with Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is where you'll be attracted, Ketu is where you want to go when you are disappointed with Rahu. And the other thing that we see with Ketu is Ketu brings in dissatisfaction. Ketu brings in that realizations as well. So you'll always see whenever Ketu is transiting over any planet, you're going to realize a lot of things about that particular planet or that particular house. And Ketu is not actually about separation. It is about detaching you from something to transform you in a major way and then rerouting it, starting a new thing, starting a new life with it. So that is what Ketu is about. And you'll also see the people with Ketu prominency, these people can be actually quite destructive when they are angry. And I won't say this depends. If Ketu is not corrupted, then these people actually fight for other people. These people actually take, they speak for what is wrong. Not like Rahu. Rahu is going to manipulate its way out. It is going to take its own benefit and just ghost you from there. That's about Rahu Venus. But when it's Ketu, Ketu is going to go deep into the things and realize certain factors about it and give a righteous solution to that thing. But this can be overpowering because Ketu can make you go deep into the roots of things. Ketu is going to make you go deep into the depths of research. So one thing that so now let's talk about Venus and Ketu conjunction. So what happens with Venus and Ketu conjunction is that these people actually have relationships in their early life, and relationships are more so like no strings attached. They don't feel that love very easily for everyone. With Ketu, it's like these people can actually wait long enough to actually connect with someone romantically. By romantically, I mean with love. And these people, at least once in their life, feel rejected in love. The other thing that you'll see is that since these people have no strings attached sort of relationships in their early life, these people have multiple breakups because of that. And you won't see these people, resenting a lot on the breakups. A few breakups in the beginning, but with each and every breakup, these people are going to be transformed big time. And with each and every breakup, these people, even if they are not affected that much, but these people are going to be more and more inclined towards spirituality because of relationships. And probably after their 25th and 26th year, they actually start realizing about what relationships have been in their life, where they have been wrong. And because of those realizations, these people are inclined towards spirituality. So you'll always see actually these people with Ketu and Venus conjunction, more so people say that these people are detached from luxuries. They don't care about it. I would say that these are the people who actually are materialistic people. These people are self-conscious. These people are in that sort of people who are very conscious about how they are looking, how their luxuries are being presented. So these are very conscious, self-conscious people. But what happens is that they are so much into materialism and they are so much into these things in their early life that by the time they get old, in their later part of life, these people feel detached from the luxuries. These people feel detached from that Maya, that Moh Maya, and they want to go to that path of higher purpose and spirituality. And let me again mention here, by spirituality I don't mean following a religion. It's more so about following what is above everything, what is the higher conscious, what is the realization of God. So these people actually become very spiritual, but after a lot of challenges and experiences. Now, other thing that you will see is that since Venus represents your spouse, regardless of if you are a female or a male, but for a male it particularly represents the wife, what it means is that you are going to get a very spiritual wife or spouse. You're going to have a relationship or a marriage where you people are very spiritually connected to each other and you guys are into spiritual activities together. Now, one thing you'll see with Venus and Ketu conjunction is that I have actually seen these people, they have a lot of relationships in their in their early 20s and their adolescence. They have relationships actually quite earlier than other people, but when they are in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, you'll see these people can even remain single for those long years. Because what these people do is that these people are willing to wait for that one person with whom they connect spiritually on a higher octave. So these people actually can have no relationships at a point of time because they can even go celibate. Actually, there's a thing with Venus and Ketu conjunction. These people can actually be either very forceful regarding having a union with someone, or these people can be simply celibate for a number of years. Okay, so next thing that you will see is that these people get a wife or a spouse who is very critical minded, who is straight on their face, and both of them will try to cut each other. In communication, actually not in communication, we need to have Mercury with that, but with Venus and Ketu conjunction, these people have a critical minded spouse. And these people and their wife or their spouse can be a person who fights for other people's right. And they themselves are like that. and there can also be a love for animals with Venus and Ketu conjunction, but that also depends on certain other factors, that if other planets are influencing this conjunction or not. But mostly I've seen with Venus and Ketu conjunction, these people have love for animals and love for people who are in pain. And one thing is there, that somehow, because we need to understand that if Ketu is present there, then the influence of Rahu is also there. So there is a sort of dissatisfaction or disappointment with love or marriage. Now the other thing is that these people, because of their destructive nature, these people might have ruined a number of relationships in their life. And these people actually become quite fearful when it is about marriage, specifically for marriage. These people are actually people who are going to consider even the minute details in the marriage regarding their partner, because these people are become so fearful because of the black hole nature of Ketu. The other thing that you'll see with this conjunction is that there is always a competitive behavior within the marriage, because Ketu, it behaves just like Mars, and it also represents giving competition to other people, because Ketu is a very critical planet. So it is going to cut you off if you are going to compete with them. So there is that sort of natural competition going on in the marriage. Since Rahu and Ketu are karmic planets, and specifically Ketu means your past life karmas, Rahu is something you are here to achieve, and Ketu is something that you have already achieved in your past life. But with Ketu being conjunct with any planet, it is actually going to give you past life karmas related to that planet. So with Venus and Ketu conjunction, these people are actually going to have karmic relationships in their life in the very beginning, and then they are going to get a partner where they are going to actually feel that affection and they are going to settle. So this karmic reaction is always there with Rahu and Ketu. Rahu can actually give you marriage very soon, maybe in your early 20s it can actually give, because Rahu is the Bhoga Karka and Ketu is the Moksha Karka. Ketu wants you to realize certain things about whichever planet it is conjunct with, and then go ahead with a new beginning. So this is what happens with Ketu. Okay, so this was my analysis about Venus and Ketu conjunction. I hope it was helpful. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share, and you can also click on the bell icon so as to know when my video is posted. And if you guys would like to have your personal readings from me, you can check out the link below, www.anmolastrology.com, and under the consultation section you can book a personal reading for yourself. Okay, bye bye.